Hey everyone, welcome back to Learn with Maktum. So kids, we have finished with first standard subjects, right? EVS, English, Maths we have finished and I have also started with the Kannada. Yes? Then we started with the second standard EVS, English, Maths, right? It is going on. Okay, so now we will also start with the third standard. Okay? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಮೊದಲನೇ ತರಗತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಎರಡನೇ ತರಗತಿಯ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಕೂಡ ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು EVS ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ EVS ದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಸನ್ 1, that is a day in the garden. Okay, a day in the garden is the first lesson. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start. Lesson 1, a day in the garden. So after studying this lesson, you can describe varieties in the color, size, shape, food habits and habitats of animals you see. Describe the birds based on their voice, food habits and habitats. So kids, in this lesson you will be studying about different types of animals and different types of birds. Okay, so you already know something about animals and birds, right? Because in the first standard as well as in the second standard you have studied about animals and birds. Yes, hope you remember. Okay, let us see the story. So here a group of children are there, so they are talking with each other. Let us see the conversation. Okay, a group of children are talking as they go home in the evening. So they are going to home, and while going they are talking with each other. So what they are talking, let us see. So firstly, a girl called as Vanaja tells, look at that flock of cranes. So flock of cranes, Vanaja tells others, look at those flock of cranes. Okay, then Likita says, they are flying towards our garden. Now they are settling on the tree near the pond. So Likita says those cranes are flying towards their garden and now they are settling on a tree near the what, near the pond. So ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಕ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಂದವು ಅವರ ಲಿಖಿತ ಅವರ ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದವು, ಅವುಗಳು ಈಗ ಮರದ ಹತ್ರ ನಿಲ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದವು ಅಂತ ಲಿಖಿತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅರುಣ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಶಾಲ್ ವಿ ಗೋ ದೇರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದೆಮ್. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ ಅರುಣ, ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋಣ, ಹೋಗಿ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಸೊ children move towards the pond in that garden. So they will start to move towards the garden. Teresa says, come without making a noise. There are not only cranes on the tree but also squirrels, ants, spiders, bats, myna. Oh, so many animals. They may run away. So Teresa ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ಗದ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾರ್ದೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಆವಾಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾರ್ದೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಕ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸ್ಕ್ವಿರಲ್ಸ್ ಅಳಿಲು, ಆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುವೆಗಳು, ಸ್ಪೈಡರ್ಸ್ ಜೇಡವು, ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ಬಾವುಲಿ, ಮೈನಾ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಎನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿದವು. ನಾವು ಗದ್ದಲವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವು ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತವು ಅಂತ ತೆರೆಸಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಓಕೆ, there's one activity given for you. You have to write the names of the animals you see in the picture in the space provided. For example, these are cranes. You can write cranes here. Then if you see a squirrel is here, yes, then the turtle, fish, right, rabbit, butterfly, yes. Likita says, oh, look at the fish and the frogs in the pond. So fish and frogs in the pond. A tortoise is swimming in the pond. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಒಂದು ಮೀನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಪ್ಪೆಗಳು ಇದವು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಆಮೆನು ಕೂಡ ಈಜ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಯಾರು? ಲಿಖಿತ. Aruna says, the chirping of the birds is very melodious to listen to, isn't it? So, ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳ ಒಂದು ನಾದ, ಅವುಗಳೇನು ಚರ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅದು ಕೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸುಮಧುರವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೆಲೋಡಿಯಸ್. ಅವಾಗ ಅಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಶಾಲಿ ಮಿಮಿಕ್ ದ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಅವುಗಳ ತರ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಣವಾ ಅಂತ ಅಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ತರ. ಸೊ there is one more activity. Write the names of the birds you have seen in your place. You have to write the birds which you see in your place. Okay, which of the birds voices have you heard? That you have to write bird voices here. Then you can also imitate the voice. Seema says, stop, stop, it's enough. Our mimicry will make these birds fly away. ಸೊ ಸೀಮಾ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ನಿಲ್ಸಿ ನಿಲ್ಸಿ, ಬಾಳ ಮಿಮಿಕ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತವೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಿಮಿಕ್ರಿ ನೋಡಿ ಹಾರಿ ಹೋಗ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಸೀಮಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಲಿಖಿತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಓ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ, ದ ಗಾರ್ಡನರ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ. He loves birds. He gets angry if you make the birds fly away. Stop making noise. ಸೊ ಲಿಖಿತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಅನ್ನೋರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ, ಸೊ ಆವಾಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಪಕ್ಷಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರೀತಿ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸಿಟ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ನಾವು ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳನ್ನ ಓಡಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸಿಟ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಅವ ಗದ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಇರಿ ಅಂತ ಲಿಖಿತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. Understood? So Likita says, the gardener Rangappa is coming in this way, so don't make noise. If the birds fly away, he will become very angry. Okay, so like that Likita says. Then Rangappa, Likita, what brings you here? So Rangappa asks Likita, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏಕೆ ಬಂದ್ರಿ ಈ ಸೈಡು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಲಿಖಿತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ರಂಗಪ್ಪ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟು ಸಿ ದ ಕ್ರೇನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಕ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ನ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ್ವಿ. ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಡೂ ಯು ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಆ ಹುಡುಗರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ದೆನ್ ಆನಂದ್ ಸೇಸ್, ಓ ವಿ ನೋ ಮೆನಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಆನಂದ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ದೆನ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಯು ಅ ಫ್ಯೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್, ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ದೆಮ್? ಸೊ ನಾನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಹುಡುಗರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸೇ, ಓ ಎಸ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್. ಸೊ ಯಾ, ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಉತ್ತರವನ್ನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಸೊ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಬರ್ಡ್? Can you tell me, kids, which is the green bird? You have parrot, right? Then blackbird, crow. Then long-tailed bird, long-legged bird. So these are the homework for you. You can search it in the Google and you can find the answer, or else you can also ask your parents. Okay. And also there are some more questions. Which is the bird that has a long neck? Which is the bird that has a long beak? What is the food of the crane? What is the food of the eagle? Which is the smallest bird that you have seen, or which is the biggest bird that you have seen? What is the speciality of the bird that you see in the picture given below? So all these questions you can answer. Okay, so the main thing which you have to remember in this page is that there are some animals which live in water. Those are called as aquatic animal. Already you people know, because the same thing you have studied in the second standard, right? Aquatic animals, terrestrial animals. Yes, so the animals which lives in water are called as aquatic animals, and the animals which lives on the land, those are called as land animals or terrestrial animals. Okay. Now Rangappa says, good, you know something about birds. Now I will show you a few nests. You have to identify them. Will you? So ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇವನು, ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೀಗ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಗುಡಿಸಲನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ the bird will stay in those nests. That is called as nest is the place where the birds stay, right? You have to identify them ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಅವನೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಗುಡಿಸಲನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಪಕ್ಷಿದಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಲೈಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ರೌ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಔಲ್, ಎಸ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾರೋ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ there. Ali says, "Oh, look at the nest of the weaver bird. It builds the nest better than a man. Who has taught this bird to build such a beautiful nest?" ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೀವರ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ದು ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಮನುಷ್ಯನ್ಕಿಂತನೂ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರು ಕಲ್ಸಿರ್ಬೋದು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವಾಗ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಎಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಅಲಿ. It is true, Ali. Do you know what happened a few days ago? Our friend Kalleshi was grazing sheep. So, what is happening here? Rangappa is telling a story to the kids about Kalleshi. Okay, Kalleshi is a friend of Rangappa. So, Kalleshi ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಒಂದಿನ sheeps ನ ಮೇಯಿಸ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. Okay, what happens that time? A car came and stopped. ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಬಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ತದೆ. A man got out of the car and tried to pluck the weaver's bird's nest. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಕಾರಿಂದ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ವೀವರ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಕೀಳ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಕಲ್ಲೇಶಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಕಲ್ಲೇಶಿ ರ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ನೆಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಕಲ್ಲೇಶಿ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ತಡಿತಾನೆ. ತಡೆದು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, that man was surprised. He asked, "Why do you stop me?" Kalleshi replied, "You will take the nest and go away. When the weaver bird comes back, it will not find its nest and it will be in trouble. I can't bear to see that." ಸೊ ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ನು ಸರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಕಲ್ಲೇಶಿಗೆ, ಎದಕ್ ನೀ ನನ್ನ ನಿಲ್ಸಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಅವಾಗ ಕಲ್ಲೇಶ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನೀನು ಈ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀಯ, ಆದ್ರೆ ನೀ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ವೀವರ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಬಂದು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅದ್ರ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದುಃಖ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, that man was surprised to see Kalleshi's love for birds. He praised Kalleshi for teaching him a lesson. He returned without touching the nest. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದಂತ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಸರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ಲೇಶಿಗೆ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರೀತಿ, ದ ಲವ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್. ಸೊ ಅವನು ಕಲ್ಲೇಶಿಗೆ ಹೊಗಳಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅವನು ಆ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್, a stranger is trying to pluck the nest, but the Kaleshi's love for the birds prevented that person to pluck that nest. So like this kids, you should also always you should care about your surroundings, animals, whether it is a bird or animal, whatever it is, you have to care for them. Okay, Likita says, Rangappa, we also like to save the birds and their nests. What should we do? ಸೊ ಲಿಖಿತಾ ಕೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ನಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳನ್ನ ಕಾಪಾಡಬೇಕಿದೆ, ಅವುಗಳ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಕಾಪಾಡೋದಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಲಿಖಿತಾ ಕೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಸೊ ಏನಂತಾನೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ. This thing you have to remember: build small nests, hang them on the trees near the school or home, keep small cups of water here and there for the birds to drink, keep small plates of grains for them to eat, grow more trees and protect them. It helps to increase the number of birds. So here these are some of the suggestions given by Rangappa. So kids, you should also apply them. Like, we should try to build small nest and we should hang them near our school or home. Okay, and also we should keep small cups of water, so that whenever a bird is flying around, if it is thirsty, it will drink that water. Yes kids, and also we can keep some grains on a small plate so that they can also eat. Yes, and also we should grow trees. We should not destroy trees, we should grow the trees, and that will protect them. Yes or no? Okay. Vanaja says, don't the birds harm or feed? ಸೊ ವನಜ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಹೊಲಗಳನ್ನ ಗದ್ದೆಗಳನ್ನ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವಾಗ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನೋ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್, ಆನ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್. ದೇ ಈಟ್ ದ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಹಾರ್ಮ್ ದ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವುಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತವು. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಕಿಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೀಟಗಳು ಏನಿರ್ತಾವ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ತಿಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ, ಗಿಡಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತವು ಅಂತ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೀಮಾ ಸೇಸ್, oh, look at that big spider. It is in the tree. These spiders also live in our houses, don't they? ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಸ್ಪೈಡರ್ ಇದೆ ಮರದ ಮೇಲೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಸ್ಪೈಡರ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್, ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ವಾಚ್ ಎನಿ ಸ್ಪೈಡರ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ house? Yes, of course. So these spiders also live in our houses. Okay. Now Aruna says, yes, they do. There are lizards, cockroaches, houseflies, rats, cats, mosquitoes along with spiders. So ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಸಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವು, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕಾಕ್ರೋಚಸ್ ಇದೆವು, ಹೌಸ್ ಫ್ಲೈಸ್ ಇದೆವು, ರ್ಯಾಟ್, ಕ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್, ಮಾಸ್ಕಿಟೋಸ್, ಸ್ಪೈಡರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದಾವು. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ there are some domestic animals like cows, buffaloes, sheep, doves. There are many animals. So you can see them in the picture, kids. Cockroach is there, lizard, housefly, rat, cat, mosquito, spider, cow, buffalo, sheep, pigeon. Okay, these are some of the animals. Okay. Teresa, oh, what leaped there? ಸೊ ತೆರೆಸ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಜಂಪ್ ಆದಂಗ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇನು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಲಿಖಿತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಬಿ ಅಫ್ರೇಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಫ್ರಾಗ್, ಇಟ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಪಾಂಡ್ ಟು ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಜಿಗಿತಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇನು ಒಂದು ಕಪ್ಪೆ. ದಿಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಅ ಫ್ರಾಗ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಪಾಂಡ್ ಟು ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಅದು ನದಿ, ಕೆರೆಯಿಂದ ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲೆ ಜಿಗಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ತೆರೆಸಾ, ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ದ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ ಡೂ ಆನ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್? Don't you know, Teresa? The frog, tortoise, crocodile, etc. live both in water and on the land. So there are some animals which lives in water as well as on the land. Okay. So some animals will live in water, some animals will live in land, but there are some more animals which can live both in water as well as in land. Okay, the examples are like frog, tortoise, crocodile. These are the some examples of animals which can live both in water and land. Clear with these, kids? Okay, you have to remember this point. Live both in water and on land. Our examples are frog, tortoise and crocodile. Then which are the animals that live only in the water? Vanaja asks. The examples are fish and prawn. So fish and prawn can live only in water. If we bring them out of the water, they will die. Okay. Now Vanaja says, my grandmother's house is near the seashore. My grandmother tells me that there are prawns, crabs, tortoises, starfishes, corals and snails. I have seen some crabs and starfishes. There are there on the sand. Next time when I go, I shall get a few shells. So you can see, kids, there are some aquatic animals like prawn, crab, tortoise, starfish, snail, cowrie shell, centipede, jellyfish, molluscal shell. Okay. Now, Rangappa says what? Please don't bring the shells in which animals live. Okay, kids. So in these shell also the animals will be living. Okay. If we bring out of the water, they will die. So don't bring them. You can leave them in the sea. The Rangappa says like that. So then Vanaja says, all right, I will do so. So ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ತರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Rangappa says, you have seen many animals. Do you think that the size, color and shape of these animals are the same? ಸೊ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ನೀವು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅವುಗಳ ಸೈಜು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಲರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಶೇಪ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಲಿಖಿತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ ನೋಡಿ, ನೋ, They are different from each other. Each animal has its own shape, color and size. Yes or no, kids? If you see dog, cat, cow, crow, if you compare them, are they same in the color? Are they same in size? Are they same in shape? No, right? So they are having their own shape, color and size. Understood? Rangappa says, yes, there are so many kinds of animals and it is difficult to keep count. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು animals ಇದಾವು ಅವುಗಳು ನಾವು ಎಣಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Next, Vanaja says, look, there are many kinds of insects and birds in this tree and pond. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿದಾವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ ವನಜ. ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ insects and birds are also animals. Okay. Ali says some animals eat grass, some eat grains, while some eat small creatures and flesh. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಎನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು, ಕಾಳುಗಳನ್ನ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಿಂತಾವು. ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ನ ತಿಂತಾವು. ಹೌದಾ? So I hope you know this also, right? Rangappa says, yes, the animals which eat grass, grains, fruits and vegetables are called what? Herbivorous animals. So kids, the animals which eat plants are called as herbivorous animals, right? Then the animals which eat insects, fish and other animals, they are called as carnivorous animals. Understood? Seema says, I eat both fruit and fish. So Seema ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಮೀನನ್ನು ತಿಂತೀನಿ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಂತೀನಿ. So the animals which eat both plants as well as the animals, those are called as omnivorous. Clear with that? You are omnivorous. The animals like dog and cat are also omnivorous. The animals which eat products obtained from both plants and animals are omnivorous animals. So you have to remember this. Omnivorous means the animals which can eat both the products of animal as well as the plants are called as omnivorous plants. Okay. Okay, next Teresa says, oh, it is getting dark. Shall we go home? ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ತೆರೆಸಾ, ಸೊ ಈಗ ಕತ್ಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನಾವು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣವಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್, ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇ ಕೇಮ್ ಟು ದ ಗಾರ್ಡನ್. ದೇರ್ ದೇ saw different types of animals, birds, insects, right? Birds and insects are also part of animals. There are some animals which lives in water. They are called as aquatic animals. Some lives on the land, called as terrestrial animals or land animals. And some animals we care them, we rear them, those are called as domestic animals. The some of the animals will stay in forest, those are wild animals, right? And there are different types of animals, like some animals eat grass, grains, plants, those are called as herbivorous animals. There are some more animals which eat other animals, called as carnivorous animals. And there are some animals which eat both the products of plants and animals, those are called as omnivorous. So only these points you have to remember. Understood? Rangappa says, yes, all of you go home. Tomorrow is Sunday. All of you wake up early and assemble in the garden. Let us watch the birds. So ಹೋಗಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ, ನಾಳೆ ಸಂಡೇ ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಜಲ್ದಿ ಎದ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಾವು ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ರಂಗಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ. Okay, so there is one more activity, kids. Now we have to match the animals with their habitat, like where they live. Yes, for example, if you go to here, honeybee lives in hive, right? Like that, rat lives in hole. Yes. So like that, we have to match other animals also. Hope you can do this work, right? So this is the homework for you kids. You have to match the animals with their habitat. Habitat means the place where the animals live. That is what the habitat. Okay. And also kids, you have to write the names of the animals which you are going to see in this picture. Like there is a cock, there is a hen, there is a dog, there is a cat, there is a donkey, there is a monkey, Yes, there is a cow, right? So you have to write the animal's name. Okay, understood? Okay then kids, so this completes the lesson, a day in the garden. Okay, hope you understood the concept. Okay, if any doubts are there, you can put it on the comment. I'm going to check it out and reply. Okay, so this completes the first lesson of EVS of third standard. Okay, I'm going to see you in the next video. Till then, take care kids. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.